that I'm more afraid of that have to do with these platforms having intentional effects on people and saying like, well, wouldn't everyone spend more time and more money here if they were happy? And so we will make them happy. And people will come back to the platforms because the platforms are making them happy and providing them some kind of fulfillment and making them feel valued. And like that level of control over a populace is pretty scary for a private company to have.
Yeah.
That's something that I'm a little bit afraid of. And that's sort of like a 10 to 20 year term fear of mine. And then I think like probably what a lot of this looks like is we build up structures to allow us to not get addicted to this the way that many of us are addicted to it right now. And we find that that we have a little bit of a rebellion against it, and which we have already seen some forms of, but like a bigger form of that, where people are like, we're going to trash this, and like it's not a thing, and I don't like it anymore.
Right.
And so there is a movement against, and then that leads to it becoming like finding its place as a part, but much less of an integral part of our society, where I hopefully that means creating more physical spaces and people realizing the loss that they have undergone in not having those things, and that not everybody, like I think that it's like individuals are going to choose different paths, but there's going to be, I hope, a push toward more interaction in like so-called third spaces like coffee shops and bars and universities and libraries and bookstores also, hopefully, where people are finding spaces to exist together and have more natural human communication.
That is a thoughtful, complicated, nuanced, and if I had to guess, very hopeful and I hope accurate response. It nevertheless makes me want to retreat to
your monastery.
To my monastery at the end of the 20th century and let my daughter, who exposed me to you first, deal with the consequences, or just transport me 30 or 50 years into the future once the dust has settled. But I suppose we all live through periods of transition, and you're part of the positive change, and I thank you for that. You really have created something positive and wonderful here, and I really appreciate your book also, an absolutely remarkable thing. Thank you for adding this. Thank you for bringing it out, and it's been a real pleasure speaking with you. Hank Green, thank you for being with us on Now It's the News.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for listening to Now It's the News. You can get more information and listen to other interviews and previous episodes at nowitsthenews.com. And I want to let you know that the program is brought to you in part by Bernardoni Rockland Media. If you need podcast, radio production done, look no further than Bernardoni Rockland Media. For more information, you can go to brmediaonline.com. That's brmediaonline.com. Do you want to get great guests like Hank Green on your show? Do you want your audio edited in a professional way for your podcast? Come to us, brmediaonline.com. Thanks for being here.